Here we are in 2022, and I'm sure most of us, I'll raise my hand, are feeling a bit this morning about the need to get in shape, make this the year that we stick with the regimen, lose the weight, and eat healthy, and all the things that we know to do. The question is, how do you do it and find success? So we have come to the answer for you this morning. Jack Silberman has welcomed us in over to his office at In Shape MD.
Yep.
Nice to see you this morning.
Great to see you. Great to see you.
As much as you and I can brag, and we will, you love a testimonial.
Oh, yes.
So you created one in the form of Erin Owens,
Hi.
who we literally yanked out of an exercise class. So you are glowing this morning.
Thank you.
Good to see you both. So let's talk a little bit first about what makes In Shape MD so beneficial for people, because Erin is not a one-time customer, she's a two-time customer.
Yes, yes. So, you know, so many people come in that have reached the end of their road and they can't figure out what can I do to lose my weight, or I've lost it so many times and I can't figure out how to make this work long term. Erin came into us, we put her on our program, which is our HCG program. She lost a bunch of weight, and I'll let her share that with you. We got her into exercise now. Now she's into a maintenance plan. And so life changes. But people have to have a plan. They have to have accountability. They have to have structure. If you can put that in their life and fast forward the way to where they're seeing the results happen, they're going to be excited and they're going to be motivated. And that's what, and in the beginning of the year like this, New Year's, this is when people want to make that commitment. And we're right there for them.
And we're going to talk to you in a minute about some special features that he has coming up in 2022 to make you even more eager to come and be part of the family here. But Jack said life happens.
Sure.
Man, did life happen for you, Erin.
Yes, ma'am.
You lost 60 pounds and then glory. What happened?
Yes, ma'am. So in 2019, I decided to make the change. And like Jack was saying, I do very well with accountability. And so I read about the program. I came in within 4 months, 5 months. I dropped 60 pounds and I started the maintenance aspect of it. Then COVID hit and shut everything down, and I found out I was pregnant. And so at that point, we put a pin in the maintenance program because I was focused on my pregnancy. I had a healthy, beautiful little girl who's turning 1 on Sunday.
Yay.
And I, went through went through my pregnancy, and then probably around the 9th or 10th month, I decided, okay, I want to get back into my pre-pregnancy weight loss. And she was also gaining weight, and I was realizing picking her up was heavy. I was kind of pulling muscles too.
Right.
So I decided to come back in, and this is probably month 3. And I'm about 10 pounds away from my pre-pregnancy weight.
So here's what I think is so interesting, because I've been a new mom. When your life is complicated when you are a new mom, and you're juggling everything, and it's a victory when you get the trash taken out, right?
Oh, yeah.
So to find time in your day to want to come and exercise speaks, well, highly to what they do here, but the fun you're having. Y'all have been laughing in that room since we got here.
Yes, it's true, and this is my first round of the boot camp, of the 6-week boot camp. So this is my 3rd week. I've been working out with Anthony once a week for about 45, 50 minutes. And it's just one-on-one training. And I don't know, it's my definitely style of training, where I get to ask questions. He lets me know what I need to change, and it is lighthearted.
Well, I think too, Jack, and you've spoken to this many times before, that part of the reason you love it is not just that you're helping people discover who they can be and reach those goals, is that you help them reach them quickly.
Yes.
Because you know the psychology behind all this.
Yeah.
People can't just do this indefinitely with no results.
Right, and that is so important, because if you're working out and you're doing all the things you think you're supposed to do, and you're not seeing the scale move, you get so discouraged that you end up quitting on yourself. So what we do with the HCG program is we fast forward them. So the typical weight loss for a female in the first month is 20 to 25 pounds. When you start seeing that happen, now you're really motivated. So then we can really push forward and start to implement some other things that'll make it worthwhile for them to stay in it.
I do want to ask you about the specials you have, but I have another question for
Sure,
Erin.
yeah.
When people hear about the HCG and they hear Jack talk about how quickly the weight falls off, they might not know what the day-to-day is like, though. You were honest,
Yes.
and you said that part of it had you a bit worried because you knew you couldn't deviate.
Yes, it is, I will say the word difficult because it's more mentally difficult. The plan is laid out for you, but you have to follow it to a T. And for the first 2 weeks, for me, it was okay, because I was seeing results, and I don't know, the first 14 days, it was the last 14 that I would always go, okay, 2 more weeks of being diligent, of eating every 2 to 3 hours, making sure I was getting enough water, making sure I was getting my vegetables and my meats, and that was new, because I had never portion control.
But hearing people say that you had to eat every 2 to 3 hours,
Yes.
that was the problem. That surprises
Yes.
me. I would have thought it would have been, I can't eat.
No.
Instead, it was that I need to eat.
I need to eat every 2 to 3 hours. So I had like 6 alarms on my phone every day that would go off. And, and while you're working, I just kept like a snack in my pocket or my bag and did.
And it worked.
And it worked, and it did. It absolutely worked. It was why I came back the second time, when I was ready to recommit to that 30 or 60-day process of needing to be diligent and disciplined.
Now, you do want people to know, Jack, I think this is how I'm understanding it, that you're there for them for the long haul.
Oh, absolutely.
And some people like that accountability, like Erin said. So you've got this special incentive in 2022 to help people be a part of the program longer.
Yes, yes. So the goal is, and for the last 10 years, we've lost over 80,000 pounds. So losing the weight is something we know we can absolutely help people accomplish their goals. Keeping it off long term is really the challenge for everybody. So what we're putting in place this year, coming in 2022, is the Reshape program. And what we're going to do is, once they get to their ideal lean set point, for every month after that they stay within 5 pounds of their goal weight, we're going to give them $100 back credit to move forward or towards the next year. So they can accomplish $1,200 credit to move forward into the next year.
Okay. So if people call you today, they can begin their journey as well, and it all begins with a consultation?
A consultation. We'll figure out what we can do to help you. We'll figure out a budget to work with you. But the main thing is that first strategy session is going to point you in the right direction, and we'll find out if we're a good fit. If we are, we're going to help you get this weight off and then keep it off for an entire year.
Okay, they're still laughing in the class, so you have time to get back and join the fun, but thanks for taking a
You
break.
sure you don't want to ask me like 2 or 3 more questions? I'm good. I'm ready.
See, don't you want to come be part of the fun? It's In Shape MD right there at Lee Highway and 153, the phone number, website there on the screen, and you too will be cheering yourself on as you go into the new year. Thank you both.
Thank
You're
you.
fun.
Yeah.
It's nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.